Grand evening. Welcome to the full moon in Cancer. All the way from Puerto Rico, I bring to you the full moon. I wanted to jump on to kind of give you a little bit of my interpretation of it. I'm sure you've seen many different interpretations, but I happen to be a Cancer at 0 degrees. So Cancer energy really does resonate with me on a soul level, my ear, sun sign, and how I have figured out my chart is because I'm also at a 0 degree of Cancer. It is not a prominent placement in my chart, but it is a driving force. At 0 degrees for me, I'm a newbie. I'm a newbie to the Cancer energy, and I can see that in my life. I can see that I haven't had many lifetimes of understanding Cancer energy. This full moon happens to be at 4 degrees of Cancer. It is in its home sign. Cancer does love, the moon does love to be in Cancer. It is ruled by Cancer. And what's interesting is that the moon card is actually a card of caution, right, and warning and confusion, and right, for many. So perhaps that could be energy that you might be feeling is caution or concern or confusion at this time. But this is really summing up a 4-year cycle, and 2, the end of 2023, because we're about less than a week away from the new year. And Cancer energy, and what this full moon is really bringing to us is what comfort means to you, and is that working, right? Is what is comfortable, or what you know to be comfortable for you, still working for you? Does that benefit your soul purpose? Are you committed to that? Is that going to withstand the legacy you are trying to build? For some, that might mean stepping out of your comfort zone, what you once felt safe in, right? You see that there. What once was home for you, a way of being, people you connected with, a place you lived, a place that once brought you comfort, as I sit in a place that once brought me comfort. And safety is most important, emotional safety as well. Excuse me, there's lots of mosquitoes here. They just love my blood. And this full moon is also bringing about closure. Closure, as I talked about the last 4 years, and also closing the year of 2023. And on a astrology axis, Cancer and Capricorn are across from each other. They also make it great best friends and life partners, because they both have aspects of each other. They both have aspects that each other would require in life to fully feel complete in some sort of way. The Capricorn is all about that structure and that stability, where the Cancer side is all about the emotional structure and emotional stability, right? Sometimes the Cancer might lack the practicality behind certain things that Capricorn can provide, and we are in Capricorn season, right? And this Capricorn season really has been showing us a lot about legacy. And is this legacy, are you doing the things and surrounded around the people, places, and things that are adding to your purpose, that are adding to your legacy? Is it feeding towards things that you are trying to go for? Is it things that you believe? Right, so that belief and that long-term aspect is that Capricorn energy that we're in. And then the moon is in Cancer, so it's asking us about comfort. It's asking us about closure. In the sense of closure, are you done with it? Or are there still unconscious beliefs that are holding you back? Right? When I say closure, I mean, yeah, it can very well mean people from the past that you haven't closed out. I also can mean things that are holding you back because of fear from things that took place in the past. Right? There's that closure aspect. And the reason why there's so much the reason why it's highlighting so much closure at the same time is really because then following that, it's literally asking you to commit. And we're committing to our legacy. We're committing to what is next for us. We're committing, so closure with commitment is implying, can you follow through, or are you getting cold feet? So you might be up against situations where you have to make decisions perhaps, or there's some dynamics that have shifted, and are you ready to leave that behind? Have you learned that lesson? Are you still holding on to things? Or are you getting cold feet? And what are you actually committed to? Have you been able to stay in touch with your feelings? Have you been able to really feel your way through what brings you safety? What makes you comfortable? Or are we holding on to things that we thought that used to make us comfortable, that used to make us feel safe? And is that still working out for you? It's doing an Jupiter in Taurus is also sextiling this complete transit that's taking place, and that's really where you'll see either some manifestation or some healing taking place. Jupiter is in Taurus, which is the great benefic, and because it's in Taurus, it's asking you to stay the course and affirm to that, right? Which also speaks to this Cancer full moon. This is asking you, like, are you ready to commit in Capricorn season? Are you ready to commit to your long-term legacy? And there can really be some healing aspect there. Healing from the closure that could very well take place. Or it might bring up some things that are still lingering when it comes to your safety. Right? Let's see what other notes I have here. All in all, Cancer is the mother archetype, and when you come from a space of love, this full moon can honestly show you even greater love, further than you have ever imagined, while leaving what happened in the past, and following through on the things that we love. You see how that closure and that commitment kind of go hand in hand as we're in Capricorn season. Really take a look at the last 4 years, and maybe even the last year. Perhaps this is a closure of cycles, perhaps, right? And then so when there's an ending or a closure of some sort, right after that is going to start something new, right? A new beginning of some sort. And because we're in Capricorn season, it's asking you, like, are you ready to commit to this? Because this is part of your legacy. This is where we're going to continue to grow. That 4-year cycle can go back even to like 2008, What I can say between now and New Year's Eve is commit to everything that you say you're going to do. If you're able to commit to everything that you say that you're going to do between now and New Year's Day, your 2024 can really start off well. Your 2024 can be a year of growth for you. I think that speaks a lot to, we do New Year's resolutions, for those of you that do. Do what you say and see what comes from that. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't like, well, what if this, what if this? There's always going to be a what if here, right? And staying in your comfort zone, once again, right? Staying in your comfort zone, is it actually holding you back? Questions to ask yourself, right? Is my comfort zone holding me back? There's something that needs closure. There's something that needs to end so that I can commit to the next thing that is coming through. The last 4 years, 2008 came up as well, and 2023 alone. I'm going to pull a card from the top of the deck that I pre-shuffled, and it's the Ten of Pentacles. Talk about commitment. Ten of Pentacles, that abundance, that legacy, that longevity, can you commit to it? Ten of Pentacles is about that family dynamic, abundance, and commitment. I'm just going to pull another one just because I feel like this is Five of Pentacles. There's that scarce mindset, that fear, being left out in the cold. That's always going to be there, ladies and gentlemen. Four of Cups. This gives me energy of like, yeah, I'm committed, but it's not what I really want. Like, with this card, I would look at it and be like, can you do better? Can you do any better? Yes, we always can do better, right? But perhaps your comfort zone, sitting under the tree, I'm good with this, that's all I need, isn't actually enough for you. And you'll kind of be able to identify if there's something else you're yearning for, some other emotional connection that is trying to present itself but needs some space in order to come in. Is you staying in your comfort bubble? And it's interesting how I say it that way too, because I've been in my comfort bubble for a long time throughout this journey, and I can identify things that I would love to implement and integrate into this. Let's pull one more here. Page of Wands, staying curious. Going on an adventure. Are you willing to go on that adventure in 2024? Right? Being very optimistic at the same time. Home is where your heart is. Home is where your heart is. But the adventure is outside of your home. So sometimes we need to step outside of the box. Step outside of our comfort zone in order to experience what life has to truly offer. And I hope that you've been doing the work and we've been following each other, and we're prepared to handle what comes our way so that we can go out there and live the life that we're seeking to find, right? That would require for us to question what is comfortable for me, and continue with your emotional safety in any context or given situation outside of your comfort zone. Because then that's showing me resilience, that's showing me adaptability, that's showing me willingness to change, that's showing me that you're able to handle unexpected situations that come about, that's telling me that you're able to adapt to new changes that are being implemented as society changes. Like, that sounds like 5 pieces on a resume that I would look at, you know what I mean? 5 qualifications that I would look at if I'm dating somebody. Are you willingness to change? Can you adapt? What's your comfort level? What's your emotional security outside of your comfort zone? These are all just topics that I hope to bring more awareness to you, and hope that you can discern if it resonates with you, if it does not. It's just very interesting, very, very interesting for me. For me, as I'm saying, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you all of it. It's just, I don't even know if I have all the words to put it to share, but I'm not going to share. It's more of just the energy I'm trying to express to you, like that I'm feeling. There is an aspect of feeling confused or uncertain about certain things, but that January 1st will change a lot of things with Mercury going direct. For me, per se, it's like, well, January 1st, I feel like might be too late for me to make decisions that have needed to be made and commitments that needed to be made. And I made decisions, and then the energy says, hey, January 1st, things are going to change. Well, I hope I made the right decision, and that's the faith that I have to have. It's just the faith, right? That's another component to this, is having that faith there, staying in touch with your feelings and putting that faith out there. Faith and optimism, that is that Jupiter aspect that I was speaking to. That Jupiter in Taurus is like, just have faith and optimism that you'll get where you need to get, and things will happen the way they happen, and you will achieve the things you want to achieve in regards to your legacy and your purpose, as long as they bring you value and add to your legacy. My name is Alvin Catalan. I am present. I'm done speaking now.